Hello everybody and welcome to this new video on Onshape, and in this video we are going to make an introduction to this software, very interesting software, Onshape, if you want to work with a CAD software and if you want to work with 3D models. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description. The complete course Onshape is available. If you want to learn Onshape starting from scratch with a curve structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, section of the course, what you will be able to learn. It is a reference course, a lot of hours of training content to perfectly master Onshape in this course, and we can use the free version of Onshape. So let's start. When you start with the dashboard, first you create a new document. And when you create a new document, this will appear here. You have the possibility to go on this area, and if you want to rename the document, you can just rename from this panel. You have also the possibility to double click here and to change the name of your document. After that, for your dashboard, first things, you have a series of tools in different categories. So here you can find multiple features that you can use. If you continue, you have also more advanced features, like for example, you have all the surfaces possibility and possibility to work with curves. You can find here the possibility to work with frames, and here the possibility to work with sheet metals. After to do this work, when you enter in the sketch, you can select a plane, enter in the sketch, you will have a different series of tools, and these tools will be for the sketch. On the left, you can see a construction tree. So this one is a construction tree. If you want, you can extend a little bit the construction tree just here. By default, you have origin, top, front, and right work plane. So it means that in the center, we have visible the top work plane, the front work plane, the right work plane, and this point of origin. So it means the intersection of the different axes. If I just continue here, we have parts, so it means 0, but when we will start to use the features, different parts can appear on this area. Some things to understand is when you create a new document, by default you have a part studio and you have an assembly as well. So it means inside the same document you can have a part studio and an assembly. If I click on the assembly, you will be able to create different type of object and to assemble this object, and now we have different type of tools to work with the assembly. You have also the possibility when you click for these panels, you have different type of options. For example, inside the same document, you can create multiple part studio. If I just click here, I can create another part studio. And inside your document, you can have multiple part studio, multiple assembly, and even inside the part studio, you can have multiple parts. So it is something important to understand. You can also create a new assembly here again. And here you have create drawing. So something that you can do also, it is to create a drawing from your models. What does it mean? You can insert different type of views, add dimension, add different information about this, and create a presentation of your models with the drawings. If you want to create another assembly, you can also click on create assembly and create another one, as you can see. You can also dragging and moving the element just like this to change the position, as you can see if you need. Something that I'm going to do, it is to remove this part studio tool. You can go right click, you can rename from this panel, I have access to property, duplicate, and in this case I will delete. I have also this assembly number 2, I will go right click and I will delete as well. So I will come back to my part studio just like this. About the navigation, you can click on the scroll wheel. When you click on the scroll wheel, you can dragging and moving in your space of work. If you zoom in, you need to dragging and moving the scroll wheel. And when you dragging and moving the scroll wheel, you can zoom in, zoom out. right click if you want to turn, right click if you want to turn on the axis. To align to specific axis, something that you can do, it is to take a look about what you have here. You have this cube of navigation. If you want the front view, you can click on the front. And you can also move on this navigation cube. If you want to be on the right, you can click on the right just like this. And it will be very interesting when you want to align your view to the sketch. On this area, you have different options. You can switch the view isometric, dimetric, trimetric. By default, also, you can see shaded with edges. So this is the render that we have, but we can change as well. And when you go on the panels totally on the back, you can find information about measure. So you have the length unit and the angle unit by default. You can use show analysis tool as well. So it means when you click here, you can have different type of information about the type of analysis. And when you click here, you will be able to select a part or to select a face and to have information about, for example, the volume, the surface, the distance, clicking here. So after to understand that, if you want to create a first sketch, you can select a work plane first. For example, if I select the top work plane, I can click on the top, and now I can click to create a new sketch. When I click here, as you can see, the sketch 1 will appear on this area. So I need to align my view. So if my sketch is on the top, I need to click on the top to align the view. And I will find different type of tools. I can create a rectangle, I can create a circle here. So you can enter in this area of the sketches. You have different type of tools of conceptions, then tools of modification of these conceptions. And on the right, you have the dimension constraint, and here the list of all the constraints that you can use. Let's take a look. I will select all these elements and I will press delete on the keyboard. I will create a rectangle from center. I will create a rectangle from center, just like this, and I will enter to value. I will enter a first value 200 millimeters, and I can press enter to enter my second dimensions. For example, I will type 60 millimeter, just like that. If you need to use a constraint, I will make a video about the constraint, so I will explain some different things. But if I want to do more things, for example, I can create also a circle, maybe here. And if I go left click, I can enter a dimension. I will type maybe 24. If you want to adjust the dimension, you can double click again and you can change. Maybe I can type 28. And in this case, I'm just going to place my circle around here, even if I could apply some dimensions, like, for example, a dimension from this point to this line to place a distance, and I can place maybe in this case 30. I will repeat this circle on the right. For this, I will click on the circle tools, mirror, and I will activate the mirror line, and I will do something like this. Then I will click on close the sketch, and you can get out of the sketch. After, you can use different type of tools. For example, the first one by default that we use a lot will be the extrusion tool. With the extrusion, I can extrude as a solid surface scene. If I select solid, I can just click on this face and I can create my first extrusion, and you can define a depth. For example, I can define a depth of 10 millimeters. If I want to work on another sketch, I can select another one. For example, I can select the right work plane and create a sketch. So now the sketch is on this view, as you can see, sketch number 2. To align the view, I go here, I select right, and I would like to create a corner rectangle. But as you can see, I cannot snap. So what I will do, I will select here, use project convert, and when I go left click here, I can project on my work plane this line. And thanks to that, if I select my corner rectangle, I can now snap here, and I will go left click here and I can tap 2 dimensions. I will tap 60 millimeters, and the second one I will tap 60 as well, just like that. Then I will create a rectangle. I will select my corner, my center rectangle just here. And I will tap center rectangle with two values. First one 40 millimeter and the second one maybe 12 millimeters. And with the dimension tools, I will tap point to line and I will define a distance here. Maybe I will define 16. And that's it. So I have my sketch ready. I can just click on close here and I will click on the sketch, extrude, just like that. And I will define the dimensions symmetric here to be symmetric to the plane. And after I can change, for example, the value here. And I'm going to define maybe 10 millimeter, just like that. So after that, you have multiple type of tools. I can, for example, if I want to add a fillet, I can select this edge. I can select this edge. I can maybe select this edge. And I can select this edge as well. And I will create a fillet. I have this tool, this is a fillet tools. And I will define a value, a radius. I will type, for example, 12, just like that. Yeah. I want to add a chamfer, I can click here, I can click here, I have the chamfer tools, and it is set. I can define a chamfer, I will put a small value like, for example, 6, just like this. I want to deactivate some view of the origin or the top, the front, and the right, I can deactivate like that. So we are going to stop here for this video of introduction of Onshape. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channels. First link on the description, the complete course Onshape is available if you want to learn this software. Starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. It is a reference course, many hours of training content to see in details all the different features, the different tools, the different mode of this free version of Onshape, different training at the end of the course of 3D model creation. Secondly, on the description, is a website in with this YouTube channel. You can discover software, have information of this software in these YouTube channels. And secondly, on the description, it is like online school. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. For the next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.